So we were still talking about how, go.
Okay, so yeah, I woke up and raised this morning. I was feeling grateful because my brother is gender non-conforming. We all know that, but like he with other people, he like the pronouns he wants are they, them.
Theirs.
Like theirs, everything. But with us here at home, he told us this one time that like we can call him him. We can say he, him. And
Why?
well, oh yeah, why? Because he doesn't want to take away that feeling of us having someone to call a brother and someone older to call a brother. Yeah, that's why. And like I was just feeling grateful that because he's so considerate. He does like the fact that he didn't want to take that away from us, even though he felt different and he knows that's not what he wants. But for us, he will do that for us. So yeah, I posted on my status, on my WhatsApp status, like I feel so grateful because of this and this and this. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's just that he's very considerate, guys.
The one thing, guys, that whenever I'm at school, we have Wi-Fi,
Yes.
right? We have Wi-Fi. So a lot of my friends are very inspired by my brother. So every time, like, we go on his page, just scroll through his pictures. This is my friends. Anele, sorry, Chomi, but your brother is definitely the pretty one out of all of you guys.
Oh, wow.
So we have to face that. Well, I have to face that, like, almost every day at school. But I mean,
It's not a bad thing.
not a bad
I don't
thing.
feel like about it. Because
Yeah.
I also go through that a lot. Like my friends, especially in varsity. Actually, even in high school, like my friends are like, "Yo, I know your brother is definitely the Beyonce of the family."
Maybe just because I'm out, like I put myself
out,
out there.
yeah.
I don't think,
And we're still finding our feet. So soon we'll also be the Beyonce. We'll all be
Yes,
Beyonce.
we'll all be yes.
Yeah, but it's also like we don't feel like
Like, what about
been
us?
taken away.
Yeah. But like our friends are just very like they like what our brother is to us and like how he puts himself out there.
What you see is what you get.
Basically. Definitely.
And I think you inspire a lot of us.
a lot of people and also like our friends.
Yeah.
Guys, this is not about like now telling me how much I'm inspired.
Yes, but like
No, I'm joking. Surely it's nice. Gas me up. Gas me the hell up.
I think this is the time because we don't always say that.
Yeah, actually, we never actually.
We never.
Yeah, this is quite
never.
an guys. This is an exclusive, just by the way, because like some of these things, as you guys are hearing, that like some of these things we're saying to one another, we barely ever say them. I think we show each other how much we respect and love one another as a family, but like we barely ever like sit like this and like
We thank the quarantine time.
Right. Also, Nyani, it has definitely Corona has definitely there's something positive, and I think this is I mean, I think this is what I've been trying to do every time, like throughout this whole thing. I mean, I remember the first week of this Corona thing. We digress a little bit, but like when this Corona thing came up the first week, I was devastated. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
I really was. Like I didn't know. Like. I was devastated.
Yeah.
So then I decided, I'm gonna come home. Even though I knew I had that's another story. But like I was like, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna like let me go home and spend time with family. Because also more than anything, I was so scared that what if this is the last time I'm breathing? What if this is the last time I'm breathing? Yada yada, So I was just like, I'm actually going to spend time with family, and this is the positive that came out of like this entire lockdown thing. And I'm very much a person, Onjalo. I like to look at the positive all the time. Like we have a saying here at home, but I think it's quite a universal one. But everything has to pass, good or bad, all of it has to pass, and it all will. Guys, excuse the flies, they're everywhere. It is what it is. These are the realities of our lives. Right? And this is what this thing is about. Like we're talking about reality, and the flies are here. I'm actually quite like interested to know, maybe like, did you guys, especially the girls, did you guys ever come across like while you were still trying to understand what is happening with this brother of yours, did you guys ever were you ever, because I think that was one of my main worries, like, are my sisters being bullied for who I am, especially in primary school? Like I was always worried that like, like are they enduring? So what kind of? Because I mean, as queer people, as the LGBT, we always, not always, but like, I don't know, and maybe this is the considered side of me. We're always looking about how we are affected by society, how we are always we're not accepted, and all, and everything, and we're being killed, and these are valid, real feelings and things that are happening. People are being killed every day, raped, and all of this, right? But on the flip side of the coin, especially as a person who's grown up in a quite close-knit family, the way we're sitting now is this how close we are. I've always worried to just come back. I've always worried about like what kind of traumas, or are they being bullied at school? My sisters, for having a queer brother, like what did they experience at school with friends and stuff? Yes, they've touched on the latter bit of schooling, which is high school. But now the primary school and creche, like what was going on there? Like, is there anything, like, do you
know what? With us, like us millennials, we don't really, I feel like we don't really care about those things, because I never got bullied about who you are. Like, I don't remember at all, like not even once, like someone like, oh, your brother's gay, so like it was never, like there was never, I don't remember such, no, at all. So like I think it's with us, with millennials, man. I'm a 2000, as you guys say. I'm a 2000. Like we very
cool.
We cool. We calm. We take things as it is, and if like we don't like it, you because we do have the freedom of speech. But like as long as you don't hurt anyone. When you are being yourself as well. So yeah, I was never bullied or anything. No, it's always cool. Because do you know what? Primary school children, all they care about is you. Like you know how your face. I remember getting bullied about my eyes because I have big eyes. That was the only thing I got bullied about. Like you have big eyes. That's all. Like because
it wasn't really like bullying. It was just like
it was like you have big eyes. They were teasing me because the big.
I was the shortest.
We always wait for that.
Also same.
There was this girl. Oh my god, guys! She tried to put me in the bin. But like it was a nice thing. Like it was.
You see, guys.
Okay, but like
I could have gone to that school.
No.
It's been mainly obviously.
Okay.
Because I'm always careful of other people who are bullying others.
You know how school just got like new bins, and then she was like, I need like help put you in the bin, man. I want to see if you can actually like, if I can close it or like.
And
no, she didn't put me in. No, but we're still friends now. Good friends.
I would have gone to that. But anyway, you remind me of something now. The actual and the main reason to accept your child as he or she is, it's about the society. If you don't accept your child in the family, how is he or she going to be accepted outside? That's always my main thing. I would love to see the other parents doing the same. Accept your child. You don't have a bin to throw him or her. It's just it's just a child. It doesn't matter how he came up with, girl, boy, queer, whatever, but he's your child.
Mommy, did you ever blame yourself?
Nope, not at all.
Love?
No.
Oh hell no!
Not at all. Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no. I never blamed myself. It was just something new in my life.
So you didn't
and then I had to understand it. And one thing for me, if you make me understand, then I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
My mom would literally say, guys, like, I remember that. So she picked me up from the airport, and then we drove home. But when I went back to school, every time we spoke about this thing, she'd always say, please keep me in the loop. You have to educate me about this thing. I don't know. my mom had queer friends or gay male friends, right? A saloon, right? I won't mention their names. Yeah, she always had queer friends. But I think it's always something else when something is inside.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. I used to love those friends, eh? And
You know?
we laugh and we have fun things and fun talk. Yeah.
No, yeah. So her main thing, my mom. One thing I really appreciate, Mama, about you so much, is that you've always been open to learn. And when she doesn't know, she'll ask. And sometimes I would slack. I think sometimes I would slack, especially when I was younger, because I was also dealing with myself for a long time. But I think I would slack sometimes in the teaching. As much as it says like I'm a good teacher and like I think now
Yes, only now.
Yeah, in the latter years, you know, of also knowing myself, that I've ventured really vigorously gotten into teaching.
Yeah.
There's a project that we work with, all of us here in the house actually.
Oh yeah.
And it's an anti-bullying project. And we're all a part of it.
We're all involved.
We're all involved. My mom cooks, and my mom drives people home, and my mom organizes people, all those things. And it's that. It's that willingness. Like, my family's never ever been like, they've always wanted to be a part of it and want to know and be within. Never ever trying to not be a part of it.
This is how family should be actually. When one is going through something, support him or her. Yeah. Then he's gonna go through it smoothly. Without any hiccups. I get worried when there's queer children who are killing themselves. I just get so worried. Yeah, because it's just to accept. It's just to accept what God has given you. You know, because you never know. Maybe you couldn't have even had those kids. So accept the child that you are given by God. It's a human being. Don't conform to any patterns of the other people who will say gay this and queer this, queer that. No. Just be yourself and accept your child.
And as a result, like I think even in all the spaces that we go to as a family, like church, wherever we are, I think people can already see, but it's more like this.
They can't come in between.
People then just don't have a space. There are no gaps.
Yeah.
People really know. And they can feel it when there are no gaps, and it's a very good ethos to have as a family, not because gaps are, because there are always people trying to get in and like infiltrate, and especially when people are still young.
Try to see how do you feel about what is in your family, how do you feel about your child, and I say no, I feel very good. The 9 months, guys, is not a child's play, right?
You carry that thing.
Yeah. We also thank our church to accept, because we were thinking about this. What is going to happen now? Because the other churches don't accept queer people. And it's also an offspring of God. Why are they not accepting? But we are not about that now. We just thank our church.
Story for another day.
But that's a big story.
Yeah,
also.
it's a big story.
The church guys, I promise you, like our church has obviously like provincial heads, right? So there's a provincial bishop everywhere, and the bishop of this province, like I kid you not, every chance he gets, he preaches about difference and accepting difference. He preaches about belonging and how much that is so important for everybody to belong. I mean, I know that not everybody has that privilege.
Well,
that was cute, guys.
Yeah.
So fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you, people.
Family. Should we have a group kissing?
Cheers! With the stony.